Grayzone, 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 Grayzone. Welcome back to the Grayzone, loyal listeners. This is your host, Astrobrat, and today we have a very, very special guest with us, an actual ex-elf from the North Pole. Now tell us a little about yourself and how you came to be fired from the North Pole, Mr. Elf.
I burnt down the shop.
You burnt down Santa's workshop. You hear that, listeners? This Christmas is going to be a sad one. Let's hear this sorrowful tale.
Well, it started off as an accident, actually, but it didn't finish that way.
Well, start from the beginning. I feel our listeners would appreciate that.
Well, it all started on a Monday morning.
Most things start on Mondays.
Nobody at the shop likes Monday mornings, and I was tired, after a weekend long of binging.
We've all been there. Well, except for you underage folks, or half of you.
So I was working with the 9-volt batteries, and I started, putting the ends together, making them spark, because I was bored and I was trying to, this is awfully embarrassing.
Excuse me?
It's awfully embarrassing.
I understand. I don't think any of us have ever burnt down Santa's workshop. Well, with the exception of you. So, we can't relate. Continue. Hey, you need some water?
No.
I imagine it's pretty dry compared to where you're normally from.
Yes. Okay, so, I started to fall asleep.
You fell asleep while playing with 9-volt batteries. Okay.
I did indeed. Collie. Okay.
Colin? Who's Colin? Okay, now we've got this Colin fellow in the picture. For those of you just joining, ex-elf, burnt down Santa's workshop, he was playing with 9-volt batteries, fell asleep. Now we're going to learn about Colin and his part in this tragic play.
This was my partner. He put the 9-volt batteries into the toys. He was the only casualty.
Sad Colin.
Anyway, so I fell asleep and I left the batteries together, and they exploded and caught the bench on fire. And instead of going getting the fire extinguisher, I threw my vodka at it.
Now, I wasn't aware that vodka extinguished fires. Apparently, neither were you.
You are correct, sir. It actually spread all over Colin. God bless his soul.
What was Colin doing while you were sleeping and sparking 9-volt batteries? I wonder that.
He was drinking the vodka.
You stole the man's vodka. The elf's vodka, pardon me.
That is correct, yes.
And you feel morally justified to come on my show after stealing a fellow elf's vodka and then lighting him on fire with it.
You invited me here, actually.
You're right! We aren't prejudiced at all in the Grayzone. Anyway, continue with your tale.
Well, so, as I watched Colin start to burn, this sort of a red haze kind of filtered in out of nowhere, and I heard laughing, and it's hard to talk about. I heard laughing and screaming, and I couldn't stop it.
Open up to us. Tell us what happened. Did Santa Claus murder Colin?
Yes. He was Santa Claus.
You heard straight from the elf's mouth, listeners. Santa Claus has struck again. On that sad note, we're going to a commercial break. We'll be right back with the elf. We'll get some callers in. You know what to write in your letters to Santa this year, folks. Letters about Colin. Poor Colin.
Hey kids around, gather around. Listen here to this funniest sound. It's a sound about songs. Songs and commercials. Commercials about a giant dog. That's right, kids. We've got ourselves a giant inflatable dog that you can play with. It is inflatable. It has a cork near its rear where you blow air into it, and it's an inflatable dog. Honestly, I can't think of anything else to really say about it. They come in different breeds. That's always good. Oh, and also you don't know which breed you're gonna get. But it's either Chihuahua, and it's just as big as the Saint Bernard, and there's the Saint Bernard that we have, and there's a Labrador, and they're all the same size and shape, but they're printed. They have different printings.
Hey, you kids, you want the most extreme breakfast cereal around? That's right, it's Fiber Cubes, the most bland and tasteless cereal you will ever have. And it's extreme.
Welcome back, loyal listeners. I'm sure you had an entertaining time with our great commercials. We're here with Mr. Elf here. He burned down Santa's workshop, and he has a sad tale of Santa Claus murder. I'm here drinking a Diet Pepsi, and we have a caller coming in.
Hey, is that you?
That's Elf.
Yeah, I remember you. You're the quiet one.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah, that never happened.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I remember that day you freaked out because Santa said you were fired because you wouldn't quit playing with explosives.
What an accusation.
That's a lie.
Why, jeez. Come on, man. Colin was trying to restrain you and you punched her in the eye.
You punched Colin in the eye, says our caller.
Santa Claus killed Colin.
Santa Claus didn't kill Colin and give him vacation.
What?
Honestly. Alright, here. You really need help, okay? And I always saw you on the end of the line. You always sort of murmured to yourself, and I honestly, I think you need help.
Those are quite some accusations at Mr. Elf here. But we love accusations here on the Grayzone. We've got another caller coming in. Let's see what he has to say.
Is that you stupid little turd?
Uh-oh.
That's right, bitch is the boss, and I am mad. You are sullying my name. I have been in this business for longer than you could even fart.
It can't be. Is that Mr. Claus?
Yeah, just enjoying a good glass of bourbon, watching MASH, and I hear this crap on the radio.
Wait. We're seeming to have technical difficulties here. That can be Mr. Claus. He would never doubt our radio. So we got another caller coming in. I don't see any of the lights coming up. So any parting words? We got about a minute and a half, Mr. Elf.
I think I should call my lawyer.
You know what? That's not a rare thing here on the Grayzone. It really isn't. Ever since that gorilla incident. Anyway.
They're lying?
Many people do lie here on the Grayzone. Many people. But we don't point fingers. That's not what we're for. We're unbiased, unprejudiced, and we hate Democrats.
Just for the record, she never gave me a vacation.
Ever?
Ever.
Wow. It wasn't Santa anyway. Santa wouldn't use that foul language, folks. And especially to you kiddies at home, Santa loves you. Santa's not an alcoholic. And Santa's workshop is just fine no matter what this mean elf sitting next to me says. Oh, we got a caller in. We got about 30 seconds, so we'll have to make this quick.
You saucy little...
Anyway, caller seems to have been dropped. You are listening to the Grayzone. Tune in next time.